The Dallas Cowboys and veteran linebacker Sean Lee have agreed to a restructuring on the final year of his contract, keeping him with the team in 2019. The move will allow Lee to stay with the only team he's ever known, and lets the Cowboys keep one of their best and most experienced leaders. Lee has agreed to reduce his $7 million base salary in 2019 in half. That means $3.5 million will immediately go back into Dallas' salary cap space for 2019. One of their leaders is back for another year. He'll earn $3.5 million but has a chance to earn his way back to his original $7 million salary with incentives. The Cowboys could have saved all $7 million by releasing Sean, but that would have left them pretty thin at linebacker. They may already expect to lose Damian Wilson to free agency. Lee can now continue to mentor Leighton Vander Esch, Jalen Smith, and other young linebackers while also providing an excellent depth option. Dallas could also potentially start Sean in the base 4-3 defense. With Wilson leaving, Jalen could play Sam while Lee and Vander Esch cover the other two spots. As mentioned in Rapoport's tweet, Lee could earn back his money through performance incentives. Those likely focus on snaps or games played, which have been an issue for the oft-injured linebacker throughout his career. However, those incentives will come out over the course of the regular season and can be accounted for later. This move immediately puts money back into Dallas' spending pool, which is welcome with free agency starting in just a few more days. With Lee turning 34 next year and his contract expiring, 2019 may very well be his last NFL season. He was already considering retirement at the end of the season but has decided to give it at least one more run. After today's news, it will definitely be with the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys resigned two of last year's reserve defenders with expiring contracts. Linebacker Justin March Lillard and safety Darian Thompson have accepted one-year deals to return for 2019. Thompson's contract was reported at $720,000 next season. It should be a similar number for March Lillard, who made $630,000 in 2018. New one-year deals for Thompson and March Lillard in Dallas. https://t.co/G4HOGGR. Darian was added last October off of the Cardinals' practice squad. He was a third-round pick for the Giants in 2016 and was a 16-game starter in 2017, but was injured and lost the job the following off-season. The Cowboys have a lot of bodies at safety already with Xavier Woods, Jeff Heath, Kevin Frazier, and other prospects. Fans are hoping for at least one more big name to be added in the next few weeks, and nothing about this move will limit that potential. Thompson has nothing more than an intriguing depth option with upside. For Justin March Lillard at linebacker, though, there could be more opportunity. Damian Wilson is a free agent and Sean Lee still isn't guaranteed to return at his current salary cap hit, though the team has indicated it wants to find a way to keep him. As stated in Phillips' tweet, March Lillard was one of the top special teams players last year. He was active for all 16 games and has been with Dallas since the middle of 2017. No, these aren't the defensive moves you're waiting to hear about. But, while we're all staring at March 13th on the calendar and those marquee free agents, the Cowboys have 90 roster spots to worry about this offseason. The Dallas Cowboys have once again given star pass rusher DeMarcus Lawrence the franchise tag. This will be the second straight season that the defensive end has been franchised, which isn't a big surprise as 2019 free agency opens next week. Lawrence accepted the tag last year and played on a one-year deal for about $17 million. If he does it again this year, he will count $20.5 million against Dallas' salary cap. Source: The Cowboys tell us they've informed Tank Lawrence camp of the tag intentions, and that they wish for negotiations to continue, which they can, on long-term deal, until July 17th. This move comes as no shock after recent reports that the Cowboys and Lawrence were nowhere close in their long-term contract negotiations. Last year, DeMarcus promised that he would not play 2019 under a second franchise tag. If he stands his ground, we could see a holdout situation similar to what the Steelers went through in 2018 with Le'Veon Bell. However, we still have some time before a holdout becomes a real concern. Right now the Cowboys are just securing their exclusivity in talks with Lawrence as the offseason continues. In a move that comes as little surprise, Dallas Cowboys defensive lineman David Irving has received an indefinite suspension by the league for another violation of the substance abuse policy. This will certainly hurt Irving in his impending 2019 free agency. Irving's suspension comes just a week after the Cowboys had reportedly dropped the talented, but troubled, player from their future plans. This news may help explain why. David Irving of the Dallas Cowboys has been suspended indefinitely for violating the policy and program for substances of abuse, per the NFL. Earlier this week, the league also gave Randy Gregory an indefinite suspension for his own issues with drug use. However, Gregory is still under contract with Dallas next year. David Irving recently defended his value as a player, stating that his play on the field spoke for itself. And it's true, the man gets to the quarterback about as well as any interior lineman in football. But that doesn't do teams any good when you're suspended, or when you're missing time for other personal issues. And Irving, who only managed to play in 2 games last year for the Cowboys, is currently more trouble than he's worth. We'll see if another team is willing to work with him down the road. But this just solidifies what we already expected: it won't be the Dallas Cowboys.